Good morning, everybody. It is September the 18th. Today, you're going to need a pair of weights, your chair, and a space to do some push-ups. All right. So before we start that, we're going to do a quick assessment of our hips. A lot of the stuff we're going to be working in today will be in the hips. So we're just going to do a quick little assessment before and after to see if the work that we've done helps with our hip flexibility. And this is our easy one. We're going to do 4 knee lifts. When you lift your knee, I want you to lift it up high as possible and pay attention to what's going on in your hip flexor, in your glutes, inside the, internally in the bones. Are you feeling super crunchy? How high can you lift it? And then, of course, when we do the assessment at the end, you will do the same thing again to see if it's better, worse, or the same. Here we go. So we're just going to lift. Pay attention to your back as well. 2 more. Good. All right, then give yourself a little shake out. All right, so we're not going to start off dead. We're going to do 8 heel lifts and 8 knee lifts to get our legs ready. So go ahead and knock those out. And then the knees when you're ready. Shake out your hands. Flex your fingers, roll your wrists, because we're going to be doing push-ups. And sometimes people like to do the flat palm push-ups, and sometimes people like to do the strong wrist push-ups. So you want to make sure your hands are ready. Let's bring the elbows forward and back. So you're shifting. The elbows are up here and down here. Up here, down here. 2 more, 2 and 1. All right. Roll your hands back. Roll your hands back. Turn them as far as you can go. Stretch into your shoulders, open up your chest, roll it forward, push out in your spine, and then back again. Chin up this time, and then forward and down. All right, good. Give yourself a good little shake out. Okay, for the very first song, what I would like for you to do is we're going to do a chair touch. You're going to do 4 counts on the chair touch, which means you're lifting your legs. So essentially, you just kick it up 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want to get a little spicier on it, pick your feet up and get a little further in. Okay. So, and if you're not able to come all the way up, then turn your chair and use the side bars. So there's levels. So you're going to do 4. And then you're going to turn and do, and then you're going to do 4 push-ups. So it's always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the pace. That's the pattern. So you get to choose how fast or how slow that goes. So let's just lay in some music. Here we go. All right. On your marks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only going to count the first set. And give you 4 push-ups. And then you guys are on your own. So choose to make it a little more difficult for yourself when you can. Change up what you're doing. You can go across so that you're having to switch your hips over. And then, of course, on your push-ups, you can step back a little further, keeping your heels on the ground if need be. Good. Go ahead. I'm going to watch you guys for a moment. Excellent. Nice job, y'all. Good. Still doing good. We're almost done. We're in the last quarter of the song. Go ahead and finish up your last set of push-ups. Your last set of chair touches. And then pull your chair to where you can use it. And sit down on the front edge to begin with. Hands out to the side. Gentle curl, thumbs out. So you jump rope arms. And jump rope feet. We are starting from the seated position. Good. Go ahead and stand up. Give yourself a good little shake out. Now, if you need to, you can always go back to that one. Do actual jump or up and down with your heels moving. We're going to be alternating back and forth. And down. Just hop right into it and go when you're there. And up. Now you can also do a marching, but if you're doing marching, I want you to do it fast. Okay? And seated for the last part. Ooh. All right. Okay. Pick up one weight. Get my chair out of the way. We're going to, and if you don't want to use a weight, you could use a block or a ball, just depending on how heavy your weight is. We're going to do our 4-count pattern of 4 up, 4 down, and then change sides. So it's our shake it off pattern, okay? And you want to think about your push pull, conversely, your drop pull, your push pull. So be thinking about that and don't just have your arms being flappy. Be intentional about it, okay? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up and over. And down. And up. And down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, shrug your shoulders and roll. We're going to add legs this time. We're going to do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4. And down. 2, 3, 4. Bring it to center. Gently. and then reverse it. Again. And again. Two more. Okay, heels, knees, and then arms. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 3, 4, down. 2. Stay with the arms. And down. And up. And down. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 2, 3, 4, and up. And down. And done. All right, give yourself a good little shake out and pick up your other weight. Okay, we're doing heavy lifting, so put both weights in your non-dominant hand. So if you're a righty, not your right hand. If you're a lefty, not your left hand. All right, let it come down. Now notice my arm is not straight. I'm not trying to bend from the straightened position, slightly bent to begin with. And curl it up and down. 2, we're gonna do 10, 3, 4, 5, you always keep a slight bend, 6, 7, good, 8, 9, and 10. All right, switch hands. Get the weights in there where you can hold them and you can control them. Start with that slightly bent position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, 10. We're going to go back to the first hand and we're going to do 5. So get yourself set. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Get it set. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to single hands. Go right into your curls. There's no pattern to this. There's just lift and lower. So we've done 15 curls each using double your weight. And now we're just doing curls in our regular position to the end of the song. And we do this every once in a while to show you that, yes, you can conceivably lift more than you're currently lifting now. Would you want to do it all the time? Not necessarily. Okay, set your weights to the side. We're going to go into hip hinges. Shake your arms out. All right. Take your feet to the position that you like. Hip width, slightly wider than hips or slightly wider than that. What is your choice? Roll your hips back, bringing your belly button towards the top of your thighs. Head and neck at neutral. Go right into those hamstrings. And we're going to hold this position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe it up. We want to loosen the tension and we want to sink back down for another little stretch here. for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we begin a gentle pulse here. Good. I hope that this has become almost second nature to most of you guys. I find myself using this when I'm unloading the dishwasher or unloading my dryer, that I just kind of sit into my hip hinge. I may have to turn a little angle to pull stuff out, but I try to find places to make it a useful thing for me in my daily life. And let's bring it up. Give your legs a little shake out, your little hips a turn or two. Now, from whatever stance you're in, widen it just a little bit. We're going to roll our hips back, making sure our hips are back. And from this position, go side to side. Now, it's not fast. You want to make the connection between your heel and your glutes. When you're pushing up, you want to feel the press from your heel into that big set of muscles. So it's not fast. You're not coming up high. Very deliberate. Good. Press that heel and feel the flexion in that muscle. Good. Come on up. Shake your hips out. We're going to grab our weights. Now, this one is where you're going to go to a natural stance. So just pick your feet up. Take yourself to natural stance wherever you want to be. Put the weights down in front of your feet. Make sure they're not going to roll. And then take your toes up. Now, the higher you take your toes, the more unstable you're going to be. So if you don't need that instability, don't take your toes so high. This is going to go into your Achilles and into your calves and into your hamstrings. All right, roll those hips back. Keep your legs relatively straight until you feel your hamstrings. Then you let your knees bend back towards your hamstrings. And we're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse. Good. Of course, if you don't have weights, you can use a body towel to do this same thing. Body towel is definitely going to be lower, but it does raise your toes up at least an inch, which is going to be something that you need to be working on. Having those toes and the heels not in the same plane, because that's part of walking. And roll it up. Step completely off. Give yourself about 4 heel raises. And then 4 knee raises. And then step to the front of your weights. Always get onto your weights from the front and don't step over and into them. You're going to put your heels on it. Again, the higher your heels are, the more unsteady you're going to be. Roll those hips back. Keep your legs relatively straight until you get there. Then bend the knees. Sit into this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently pulse here. Good. Always going to be gentle. If we were doing this for a longer period of time, then you would be able to go lower. If we're hitting the highlights. And roll it up. All right, go ahead and step off. Give me 8 heels up and 8 knees up, okay? While you're taking your weights away. And remember to use your hip hinge when you pick up your weights. All right, then those knees. All right. Now, we're going to be doing a march and clap drill. So we've got a little bit of brain training, memory going on here. When we're marching, we're going to count 8 up and we're going to count 8 down. So we're going to do the first drill is just going to be up and you clap on 3 and 7. So if we're sitting here and marching, so everybody start marching with me. Try to match my pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to start counting and you clap on 3 and 7. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, we're going to do it in reverse. We're going to count down. And on the countdown, you clap on 6 and 4. Okay? So get your feet marching. I'm going to go through one time with no claps, and then we'll do 3 times with claps. 8, 6, 7, 5, 4. God, I started doing a phone number, you guys, which is 867-5309. I am totally sorry. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So remember, going up, it's going to be 7 and 3. Going down, it's going to be 6 and 4. Now, I'm going to play music and I'm going to do the vocal counting, but you must do the clapping. All right? I'll do the counts and the claps on the first set up and down because it won't stop. I'll go up to 8 and then I'll start counting down from 8. You have to do the claps. All right, here we go. Let the music change. Here we go. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I'm going to turn the music off because that is just annoying. Where are we? Yeah, I'll just count. So everybody, let's start our march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. We're getting pattern. 5, 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to stop there because we still have things to do. We are going to go to abs now. I'm looking at my time and looking at what we have left. Which one do we want to do? Let's do abs, and then we're going to sit down on our chair with our weight. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right. Heels underneath, knees, take them out to just in front of the knees. Sitting up nice and tall. Weights here. Belly button forward. Lean back to your 80-75. And pulse. Belly button forward, because you want to keep your lumbar in a good position when you do this. You don't want to have it bowed back towards the chair. You want to have it bowed forward towards your thighs. Let's sit up. Take the weights down to belly button level. You still got your feet out. Now stay upright. You're going to do a Roman twist. So you're simply going to turn and turn. You're not going to lean. You're going to take your weights towards your hip. You're staying nice and tall on your spine with no angle in it. Of course, your belly button is still forward, so there still is the curve, and that's fine. But we're not leaning back. Not yet. Come to center. Now, Lean back, not quite to your 80, just a bit, like what we call 95. And we're going to do that same thing. So now you've got a bit of a lean in your spine, and you're gently going to do your twist side to side. Lumbar still forward. Good. Heavy duty workout there. And let's come forward. Roll forward just a little bit to release your spine. You want to get a little bit of a stretch there. And let it roll back in. All right, belly button is still forward. Weights are still here at your belly button level. Roll back to about your 80, 75. And let's just put one weight down. Stick it on the chair behind you. Hold it by the heads. We're going to turn and turn. So you're in that 80 position. Just rotating, trying to get that elbow behind you. Depending on how far forward you are on your chair, you can make your goal to have your elbow touch the back of the chair or turn a little bit more. Good. Do two more. And go ahead and sit up for me. All right. We're going to hop to the end. All right. We're going to stretch from this position. So put your weight behind you. We'll just sit down and stretch. I just had to change songs to get us to the end of the road. Wow, that is not a song I want to stretch to. We'll do that one. Okay. Take your legs from here out to 45. Roll your hips forward. So you're sitting into your lumbar here, and just extend your arms and let yourself roll down nice and slow, because you're going right into your inner thighs. You're letting your arms hang. Stop when you need to, and take a breath. Chin up. And roll yourself up just as slowly as you went down. Rock those hips. This helps stretch out through here, helps kind of reset your lumbar, your low spine. All right. Left hand back, right hand to the leg. Straighten your spine up and turn and look back as far as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your head back. Let your arm come down and release. Right hand back. Left hand over. Drop your elbow and turn, and then look at behind you as far as you can go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your head come back to front. Drop your back arm and release. Rock on those hip bones, those sits bones. Walk your feet in and then out again. Focus on that ankle movement. And it needs to be big and sort of exaggerated, in and out. And you can see how big a movement I'm making my knees do, but that's because I'm making my ankles do a very exaggerated movement to wake them up a little bit more. All right, let's stand up, go to the side. It's appropriately called kick it, but we're in cool down mode, so I'm tired of kicking it. Okay, what I want you to do, we're going to do our assessment for our hips. We're going to do our knee lift. We're going to do 4, and we're going to do them slowly, focusing on, am I picking up my knee higher than I did last time? Do I feel looser, more flexible? You know, is the crunchiness still there? Is it less? Is it more? So I want you to be able to give me a bad, same, good when we're done. All right, here we go. 4, nice and slow. Lift it up. How does it feel when you pick it up and put it down? 2. How's your low back reacting to this? 3. One more. And 4. All right, give yourself a shakeout. All right, you guys. If it is worse, give me a thumbs down. If it's the same, straight hands. And if it's better, thumbs up. All right. In all of this, we always want the same or better. If it's thumbs down, then you need to give me an email and say, hey, so that we can talk about what's been going on. All right. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you had some fun doing this, and we will catch you on the flip side.